Hello, devoted fans of the bold and the beautiful. Welcome back to our channel, where we dive deep into the heart-pounding, tear-jerking, and utterly addictive world of the Forrester family and their endless entanglements. Today, we're unpacking the electrifying events from the June 5th episode, a chapter filled with simmering tensions, unspoken desires, and the kind of emotional turmoil that keeps us glued to our screens. If you're as obsessed as we are with the intricate web of love, betrayal, and redemption that defines this iconic soap opera, then buckle up. This recap is going to take you on a roller coaster ride through the highs and lows of Ridge Forrester's conflicted heart, Eric's paternal wisdom, and Brooke Logan's unyielding pursuit of her one true love. And if words aren't enough, don't forget to check out our full recap video for all the visual drama. Let's set the scene. The opulent Forrester mansion, with its grand chandeliers casting golden light over plush velvet sofas and antique rugs that have witnessed countless family showdowns. It's here, in this bastion of fashion empire glory, that the episode opens with Eric Forrester, the patriarch whose silver hair and commanding presence belie a heart heavy with concern. Eric has just wrapped up a tense conversation with his grandson Thomas, a discussion that revisited the eternal triangular, should we say quadrangle, involving Brooke Logan, Ridge Forrester, and Taylor Hayes. Thomas, ever the loyal son to Taylor, has been vocal about his hopes for a reunited Forrester-Hayes family, but Eric's mind is elsewhere. He's hesitant, his brow furrowed in deep thought, as he grapples with the weight of family loyalties and the ghost of past mistakes. Eric's hesitation isn't just a fleeting moment. It's a dramatic pivot point that underscores the episode's central theme, the agony of indecision in matters of the heart. As viewers, we've seen Eric evolve from a stern business tycoon to a sage advisor, but today his uncertainty adds layers of vulnerability. He paces the room, his hands clasped behind his back, replaying Thomas's words in his mind. Thomas had painted a picture of stability with Taylor, emphasizing how she's been the steady rock in Ridge's life during Brooke's more tumultuous phases. Yet Eric knows the history all too well, passionate highs with Brooke that have defined Ridge's life for decades. This internal conflict sets a tone of foreboding, hinting that the Forrester family is on the brink of yet another seismic shift. Cut to Ridge Forrester himself, the brooding heartthrob whose chiseled features and piercing blue eyes have captivated audiences for years. Ridge is a man torn asunder, his soul in torment, as Eric's earlier words echo like thunder in his mind. "Don't wait, son," Eric had urged, his voice laced with paternal urgency. "Brooke is the one for you, she always has been." These words aren't just advice. They're a tormenting siren call, pulling Ridge back into the vortex of his ambiguous affections. Ridge knows his children, Steffi and Thomas, have strong opinions on this. Steffi, with her fierce protectiveness toward Taylor, has made it clear she wants her parents back together, viewing Brooke as a perpetual disruptor. Thomas, fresh from his own redemption arc, echoes that sentiment, dreaming of a harmonious family unit free from Logan's influence. But to Ridge is back to his classic mode of operation, the master of vague, non-committal responses that leave everyone, including himself, frustrated. He stands by the window, gazing out at the sprawling Los Angeles skyline, his mind a whirlwind of memories. Flashbacks flicker across the screen. Stolen kisses with Brooke under the Italian sun, Whispered promises in the shadow of ancient ruins contrasted with tender moments with Taylor. Rebuilding trust after years of heartache, Eric presses on, his encouragement unwavering. You've got to make a choice, Ridge. Life's too short for this back and forth. Eric's certainty is palpable. He's convinced that Brooke, with her fiery spirit and unbreakable bond to Ridge, is the destined match for his son. It's a dramatic endorsement, one that harkens back to Eric's own complicated romantic history, including his marriages to both Brooke and Stephanie. Initially, Ridge stands firm, his voice steady as he declares his commitment to Taylor. Dad, I've made my decision. Taylor and I are building something real this time. His words carry the weight of conviction born from therapy sessions and family reconciliations that have marked recent seasons. Taylor, the elegant psychiatrist with her compassionate eyes and graceful demeanor, represents Stability's safe harbor after the storms of Brooke's scandals. Yet, as the episode unfolds, cracks appear in Ridge's resolve. The catalyst, Nick Marone's unexpected interest in Brooke. Nick, the rugged sailor-turned-businessman, has always been a wild card in Brooke's life, and his desire to marry her sends shockwaves through Ridge. The moment Ridge learns of Nick's intentions, perhaps through overheard conversation or a dramatic confrontation, his world tilts on its axis. Jealousy flares in his eyes, a possessive fire that reveals the depth of his lingering feelings for Brooke. Suddenly, the idea of Brooke walking down the aisle with another man is unbearable. She might be my destiny after all, Ridge mutters to himself in a hushed soliloquy, his hand clenching into a fist. This shift is pure soap opera gold. The classic trope of a man realizing what he wants only when it's threatened by a rival. It adds a layer of urgency and drama, transforming Ridge from a passive observer in his own life to a man on the verge of action. Eric watches this transformation with a knowing smile, his encouragement now vindicated. But will Ridge act on it? Or will his ambiguity prevail? Meanwhile, the episode doesn't leave Brooke Logan on the sidelines. Oh, now Brooke, the blonde bombshell, whose resilience and sensuality have made her a fan favorite and sometimes a polarizing figure, takes center stage in her quest to reclaim Ridge. In this first week back from their Italian escapade, Brooke is a woman on a mission, her every move calculated to bridge the emotional chasm that has grown since their return. Picture her in a flowing silk blouse, her golden hair cascading over her shoulders, as she corners Ridge in the Forrester Creations design studio, a place steeped in their shared history of passion and creativity. Brooke's approach is both tender and insistent. She reminds Ridge of the promises he made under the starry skies of Italy. You said you'd make things right, Ridge. You said we'd find our way back to each other. Her voice trembles with emotion, eyes glistening with etched tears, evoking the raw vulnerability that has defined her character arc. Italy was supposed to be their turning point, a romantic interlude where old flames reignited amid gondola rides and vineyard toasts. But since returning to the bustling chaos of Los Angeles, Ridge has been evasive, failing to disclose the intimate moments with Brooke to Taylor. This omission hangs like a dark cloud, building suspense for future revelations that could explode into full-blown confrontations. Brooke presses further, her questions cutting to the core. What were your intentions abroad, Ridge? Did those moments mean nothing? Ridge's responses are maddeningly unsatisfactory, assurances and averted gazes that only fuel Brooke's determination. In a particularly dramatic scene, she places her hand on his arm, the touch electric, sending sparks of nostalgia through both of them. "We've been through so much," she whispers, "wars with the Forresters, scandals that rocked our world. But our love always survives. This dialogue isn't just filler. It's a callback to decades of storyline, reminding longtime viewers of Brooke's journey from Valley Girl to CEO, marked by affairs, custody battles, and redemptive triumphs. The interplay between Brooke and Ridge is the episode's emotional core, a masterclass in dramatic tension. Ridge's conflict manifests physically. His shoulders tense, his jaw clenches, as he wrestles with loyalty to Taylor versus the magnetic pull of Brooke. Eric's words continue to haunt him, amplifying the inner turmoil. We see flashes of Ridge's thoughts, montages of happy times, with both women lighting the impossible choice. For Brooke, this pursuit is more than romance. It's about validation, about proving that her destiny with Ridge isn't just a fantasy, but a tangible reality. Her persistence adds a layer of empowerment, portraying her not as a desperate ex, but as a woman fighting for her soulmate. As the episode builds to its climax, the stakes escalate. Eric's encouragement to Ridge reaches a fever pitch in a private father-son moment. "Son, I've seen you light up with Brooke in ways you never do with anyone else," Eric confesses, his voice cracking with emotion. This vulnerability from the usually stoic Eric is a poignant touch, humanizing him and deepening the family dynamics. Ridge, moved but still hesitant, admits his fears. "What if I hurt Taylor again? What if I destroy everything we've rebuilt?" It's a raw admission, exposing the scars from past flip-flopping that have alienated his children and strained relationships. The narrative weaves in subtle hints of future drama. Will Thomas confront Ridge about his wavering? How will Steffi react if she senses Brooke's encroachment? And what of Taylor, blissfully unaware, or perhaps sensing the shifting tides? The episode teases these possibilities without resolution, leaving viewers on the edge of their seats. Brooke's final plea to Ridge, "Don't let us slip away again," hangs in the air like a promise unfulfilled, setting up what could be explosive confrontations in upcoming episodes. Expanding on these core events, let's delve into the broader implications for the show's overarching narrative. The Bold and the Beautiful has always thrived on its exploration of love triangles, but this iteration feels particularly charged. Ridge's ambiguity isn't just a character flaw. It's a reflection of real-life indecision, where hearts pull in multiple directions. Eric's role as the voice of reason adds generational wisdom, contrasting with the younger character's impulsivity. Brooke's proactive stance empowers her, challenging the trope of the passive heroine and inviting discussions on female agency and relationships. Moreover, the Italy references serve as a romantic backdrop that amplifies the drama. Imagine the sun-drenched piazzas where Ridge and Brooke shared stolen glances, the air thick with possibility. These memories aren't just plot devices, they're emotional anchors, reminding us why this couple has endured. Nick's entry as a suitor introduces jealousy as a catalyst, a classic soap element that heightens tension and forces characters to confront their feelings. From a fan perspective, this episode has sparked heated debates online. Some root for Brooke and Ridge, citing their chemistry as unmatched, while Taylor and Ridge supporters argue for stability over passion. It's this polarization that keeps the show alive, fostering community and speculation. What if Ridge chooses Brooke, only for Taylor to rebound with someone unexpected? Or if Nick's proposal leads to a wedding that Ridge crashes? The possibilities are endless, fueling our addiction. In terms of character development, Ridge's torment is portrayed with nuance. Actor Torsten K. brings depth to the role, his subtle expressions conveying volumes. Eric, played by John McCook, embodies paternal gravitas, his hesitation adding authenticity. Catherine Kelly Lang's Brooke is a force vulnerable yet fierce, her reminders of Italy evoking empathy. As we wrap up this recap, remember, The Bold and the Beautiful isn't just entertainment. It's a mirror to our own emotional landscapes. June 5th's episode masterfully captures the push-pull of love, leaving us yearning for more. Stay tuned for tomorrow's developments. Who knows what twists await? Those are the captivating stories from today's episode that we've shared with you in exhaustive detail. If this has whetted your appetite, dive into our recap video for the full visual spectacle. Until next time, keep the drama alive. We hope you enjoyed it and look forward to sharing more with you in the future. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Today's breaking news for more updates on The Bold and the Beautiful.